Hello everyone, today I'm gonna explain HackerRank SQL Solutions problem named Top Competitors. Let's see the problems together. First, we have to understand so many conditions. So we have to write the query of the print respective hacker ID and name of the hackers. Name of the hackers who achieved a full score of more than one challenge. So this is one condition that we have to consider it. So also there is also order condition. We have to descending order by the total number of the challenge in which hacker ID earned the full score. So this is the first condition. And if the same number of full score of challenges, then we have to order it by sending a hacker ID. So these two columns are we have to print, and this is the condition that we have to make. And these two are the order condition that we have to make. So that is the whole point of the problem. So let's see the examples together first. For example, I'm gonna do like this. So there's a sample output of like this. So we're gonna follow the example. For example, hacker 86870 got a score 30 for challenge 71055 with a difficulty level of 2. So what we want to say, for example, hacker ID, let's see, 8687. Yeah, I think this hacker ID is 2. And what we see, there's also a challenge ID. Challenge ID is here. So 71055 is the difficult level 2. And difficult level 2 is a maximum, like a total, like a full score is 30. So 86870 is okay. But this one, for example, challenge ID 36566, this one is difficulty level 7, and this one is 120 is a full score. So, but he get only 30, so this is not what we want. That's how we understand the example. If you do it like this, we can do one more thing. Let's erase it. Erase it, and let's see 90411. As you can see, we have to find first 90411, 90411. We can find two things. So challenge ID is this one and this one, and as you can see, this one and this one. So their difficulty level is 6 and 2, and their difficulty level is 6 and 2. So, but he got scored this one 100, and he got score of 30. So as you can see, he got the full score of more than 2. So hacker ID 90411, he got a more than full score, like 2, more than 1 score. So as you read the example, it's also same. So only the hacker ID we have to print, hacker ID and the name who got the full score more than 1 challenge. That's the examples they are explained. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna explain how to solve this problem. Let's move on to the solution page. So this is the solution page. So what I'm gonna do, there's so many tables, but we have to join all together. So I'm gonna start with this table, submission table. Though why I start this table first, because as you can see, challenge ID, difficult level, hacker ID, they are unique ID. But as you can see, submission table, they have duplicate hacker ID and challenge ID. I think submission ID is unique, so I think this have more information about multiple, but they have only one relationship. So I think submission table has more information, and if you join it, it's gonna be joined like in this kind of tables. So we're gonna use submission table because they have more information. So we're gonna start with this one first. So what I'm gonna do it like this. So let's draw something like this. Yeah, like this. So what I'm gonna do, for example, I'm gonna draw a little bit. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna join it first. There's submission table. What I want to do, we can join this hacker ID and this hacker ID first. So if we join it, I think they're gonna have a name, also hacker ID. For example, hacker ID 77726. 7726 is Bonnie, so the connection will be like this. Bonnie, also Bonnie, like this. So I'm gonna first join submission and hacker table first, and second one, I'm gonna join this table and this table by challenge ID. So for example, challenge ID, there will be like hacker ID. There's like, for example, there will be let's write it down, just like hacker ID. There will be also like difficulty level, like this. For example, like 36566. 36566 is hacker ID is 5580. I think it's made of this hacker ID, but so like this. Sorry, like this. I'm gonna erase it. And difficulty level is 7, so I'm gonna write it down like this. And third one, what we gonna do, we're gonna join difficulty level table and challenge table using a difficulty level key. So if difficulty level is 7, what I'm gonna do, there will be a score and there will be like 120, like this. So what I'm gonna do, here's the key point. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna compare it. How are we gonna compare it? If submission score is same as the score that is full score of the challenge according to difficulty level. So if it's the same, we're gonna just count it. But in here, as you can see, if it is not same, we don't count it. So that's the approach we're gonna do it. So I think it is better to understand it by writing a query together. So let's move on to write the query together. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna introduce you guys the simplest way. We're gonna just using inner join 4 times, like this. So let's write a query. Select from what we gonna use this table. We're gonna use submission first, I think. Wait a second, we're gonna use this table first, and I'm gonna call it S, like this, and I'm gonna inner join it. I'm gonna inner join, as I introduce it first, I'm gonna join it, this table, and I'm gonna call it H, and the key is hacker ID and H dot hacker ID. As you can see, we're gonna connect this one, hacker ID, as a key, and this one, and we're gonna print to name. Also, we're gonna inner join this table first, challenges, like this, and I'm gonna call it C. So what we gonna do, we're gonna connect with S dot challenge ID and C dot challenge ID, and also we're gonna join it difficulty table. Difficulty table, and I'm gonna call it D, and we're gonna connect with C dot difficulty level and D dot difficulty level. So let's first see if the join is okay. As you can see here, I think this one is submission table and this is hacker table, and I think this is also a challenge table, and this one I think is the difficulty table. So it joined well, so thank God. And so what we gonna do, I'm gonna do it. We inner join it 4 times. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna use where clauses. So if s.score is, we're gonna filter it only s.score and d.score. As you can see, submission score and difficulty score is the same because this is the maximum score, like a full score. So if this works, they're gonna be only filtered, they have a full score. And I'm gonna group by their s.HackerID and h.name. I'm gonna group by this one and this one. And I'm gonna count. Let's count it. Because we have to filter it, we have to filter only the more than one score, more than one challenge. So I'm gonna count distinct. So I think submission ID gonna be unique. So start submission ID like this, and I'm gonna call it just CNT. Yep, let's run the code. So as you can see, there is a hacker ID, and also there is a name who got more full score, like who get the full score, and this is the count of the submission ID. So as you can see, like this, but we have to exclude only this like this. So what I'm gonna do, when you wanna do filter after the group by, you're gonna use having clauses. So I'm gonna do it like this. I want more than one challenge, and I'm gonna order by it. What we have to order, we have to order it in this way. This, like this, DSC, and we have to order by, if it's the same, we have to order by s.HackerID ASC. And let's see if it works. We're gonna delete it and run the code. Yeah, test case is successful, and if we submit the code, congratulations, we submit the code successfully. So this is the first one, the simplest way. We use inner join 4 times. But the second way, I'm gonna write it down a little bit different. The second way is we're gonna put the max score. We're gonna do it more like precisely approach. We're gonna approach by max score. So for example, in here, submission table, as you can see, there is hacker ID and challenge ID. Hacker ID and challenge ID can be multiple, but I think submission ID can be unique. So what I'm gonna do, it hacker ID, group by hacker ID and challenge ID, and we're gonna get it the max score, and we're gonna filter it, like we're gonna delete it. We want only the max score. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna do select from submissions table. I'm gonna start like this. I'm gonna group by hacker ID and challenge ID. Do it like this, and I'm gonna use max function, and I'm gonna only want scores, and I'm gonna call it max score like this. Let's see the result first. Yeah, so what I did was I used hacker ID and challenge ID, and this is the max score of each challenge. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna call this one as S, and the other thing is also same. I'm gonna just copy and paste. So what we did the same thing. Hackers, I think this hackers table, I'm gonna just do it like this. Hackers, and second one was challenge, and third one was difficulty. Yep, and I'm gonna just call it H and C and D like this, and I'm gonna do it like this. Also same, hacker ID, H dot hacker ID. Let me print it. So also I'm gonna do it like this. It's dot challenge ID and C dot challenge ID, and I'm gonna do it c dot difficulty level and d dot difficulty level. It's like the same as before, but kind of different is we use submission table. We just get it only the columns that we need. So what I did like this, and we're gonna use select, and also I'm gonna just group by it what we want to print. We want to print s dot HackerID h dot name like this, and also we're gonna count it because we only already filtered the challenge ID. So I'm gonna do it like this: challenge ID as, for example, CNT. Yeah, so let's print it first. Yeah, so what we did, we can see the hacker ID and the name of it, and you can see the challenge ID of the count, as you can see. So what we want to do in here, we're gonna use having classes, and we want only more than one challenge, and we're gonna do order by also this one DSC, and we're gonna s dot HackerID ASC like this, and we're gonna delete this one. So this is more precisely approach because it's already filtered the hacker ID and challenge ID, because submission ID is unique, but hacker ID and challenge ID can be duplicated. So we just use max score like this. What I did mistake, I forgot that we want only the where s dot score is same as the dot score. So if you run the code, if you edit, it's gonna be work. S dot max score, I think, is same as d dot score. Congratulations, test case is also succeeded, and I'm gonna submit the code. We submitted code successfully, and congratulations. So I'm gonna move on to the key point, and let's finish the video. Let's move on to the key point. Yeah, let's organize the key point together. First, I think first key point was, there are so many tables. There was 4 tables actually. It is quite difficult. So the first key point was we used inner join 4 times. Inner join 4 times. I think this is the first step you have to know. And second one, I think, how we gonna get a full score hacker. So what I did, I compare to the submission table score, and I compare with difficulty table of the score. So we only filter it who has a full score hackers. That's the second point. And third point is how we gonna get hackers who get full score more than one challenge. More than one challenge. So what I did in here, we used group by because we have to count it, and we count. You can use it both of them. Like we count submission ID, or you can count challenge ID. And we plus use having classes. If we call it CNT, we do it if having CNT is more than one. I think that's the third point, that how we get the full score more than one challenge. I think this 3-1 is the whole key point of this problem. Yeah, I think we can organize it like this. Thank you for watching this video.